Here is the Infisical site if you're not familiar. So secrets, they're now doing certificates as well as access management. So we're going to be going through secrets specifically in this one. Going through here, you press get started, and I already have an account. So go ahead and sign up. Once you sign up, you're actually going to get this example project. I love that they do it this way. So this example project already has some items inside of it. So you'll see here we have database URL, DB password, etc. All of these values. And then what you'll see over here, we have our environments. So we have development, staging, and production environments. So I'm going to go ahead and just add in another secret, just show you how that's done. So we'll call this my secret, and we'll call the value password. And you can assign tags, so that way if you need to know like what project they go to, that sort of thing, or any kind of cost management, it's very much, they've created this around general IAC type of idea and secrets as code type of thing, where you'll see we can do approvals. You can select what environments you want it to go in, so I could make it just be development environment. So, and that approvals is here. This is just like merge requests, but instead of your code, you're doing it for secrets. So you can make sure people agree on those changes to environments. So now we'll come back here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get started locally. Okay, so now we're on the CLI. You can go ahead and do brew install Infisical, get CLI Infisical, and this is going to install it if you're on Mac. Otherwise, they have it online. Go ahead and find where you can log in or where you can install it from. And then once you have it installed, we're going to do Infisical, and here are the list of commands. So the one that we're going to look at first is our login command. So I'm going to go ahead and type in Infisical login. And now you'll see we log in, you select your region. So we're going to use the Infisical cloud in the US region. What's nice about Infisical, they're fully open source, and so you can self-host them if you are an enterprise customer. They also do offer pricing packages for enterprise management. So we'll go ahead and log in, brings us up here, and go ahead and click my account, and there we go. Logged in that quick. So we'll go back. Now we're logged in, and then let's do Infisical init. And so you'll see here, now we're going to initialize what workspace we want to connect to where we are currently. So you'll see it's already here. I'm going to select to override it. Just you won't have that if you haven't set up yet. So we'll select what organization we want to go to, which is the Jay Geisler one. We will select our example project because that's the project that we have here. And then there we go. So now we're set up. Now the way that we use Infisical is you basically prepend whatever command you'd be running, and it'll inject the environment variables into that. So I'm going to do Infisical run and then Python main.py because that's the command I want to run here. And let's go back over here. So ignore this script. This is something I was working on that I need to inject some secrets into. And so now I'm going to add just a print line. And so I will copy out this website URL. Actually, let's grab my secret. Come back to my VS Code, and we will get that value out. And now this should just print it to our command when we run it. So now we'll do Infisical run -- Python main.py. Try that again. I had to activate my virtual environment. So now you'll see we are running here, and it is injecting our secrets. Let's try to fix this sizing a little bit. So let's ignore this output. And we should see up here at the top our print line. And there we go, password. So what you'll see now, because we prepended Python main.py with this, it actually runs it and injects 6 secrets into it, and then it runs the application. So that's the CLI. That's how you use it locally. That's a really good thing about this, is now you're not sending those .env files. They're all stored in Infisical. Now, coming back, again, here are the 6 secrets that we just injected. So that's great. Now we have some kind of central source to manage it, but you're probably thinking how to use this in production, etc. So I'm going to show now the connections that they have. So not app connections, but integrations rather. So what we can do here is secret syncs. And I'm going to actually sync this right to my GitHub. So I will go over here. I'm going to go into my repository settings. This is that repo I was just working on locally. So I come over to secrets and then actions. You'll see there's nothing here. We're going to change that through Infisical. So there's all kinds of syncs here. You can see there's 31 different options. We are going to go ahead and use GitHub. And we'll do our development environment, and then our secret path is just going to stay the same there. Next, the destination. So you'll have to create a new connection. I've already done this, so I'm not going to do it, but you just do a GitHub application, and it's very simple. It does it for you. That's all you have to select. Here's my GitHub application. I named it jgeisler14. The scope is going to be the repository. You can do different scopes, but that's what we're going to do. And now I'm going to find that repo that I just showed you. And now here is our current setup. So we can leave all of that as is. We'll set up auto sync. And then let's go ahead and I'm going to call this Simian sync. And then go ahead. Here's the review page and let's create a sync. So now you'll see we have this queued up here and this will take a second. This is actually now every time we push changes into our project here, it's going to directly sync them to our GitHub, which I'll show in a second. Now, while that is going, there we go. It is synced. So let's come back over here and I will refresh the page. And there we go. There's all 6 of our secrets managed by Infisical injected into here. Now, the use of this is if, say, I was building this Python application in a GitHub action, now I can reference them locally in my code with Infisical, and then I can inject them to my GitHub action at build time. Okay, so now that you've seen that, let's go back over here, and I just want to talk about access control. So you'll see within here, this is inside of our project again. I can add a member directly to here, but you'll see I don't have any members inside of here at the moment, and then here are the different options for the roles that we can provide. And if I go back, here's my organization. So I can go through here, access control, add a member. And now just by email, I can go ahead and add someone and I can give them whatever privileges they need. So I can add them to the organization and then add them through to my projects directly. And of course, you can set up groups in here and then you can set up identities, which these are like your service accounts within here. And if you are in an enterprise environment and you want to set this up with a SAML, OIDC, or LDAP connection, if you come into settings and then SSO, you're able to do that there. So if you're looking to Infisical, I hope that this was a quick run through that helps you to kind of guide your use case and help you understand better how to use it and how to get started. If you want to see more on Infisical, let me know in the comments below and be sure to hit the subscribe button.